Forging a spiritual connection, erecting your spiritual shrine. In forging a connection with divinities, one must first erect a shrine somewhere inside your home. This shrine will be made up of a small table with a white cloth on it. Add 1, 3, or 7 clear glasses of water, incense holder, vase for flowers, and a candle holder. Also a spiritual prayer book to your liking. Next, you're to meditate on ethnic cultural traditions which you're drawn to and make a list. Begin with the spirituality of your ancestors, then move on to other cultural traditions that intrigue you. Research online or visit spiritual metaphysical stores. Find spiritual ornaments that represent your spiritual inclinations. Place pictures of deceased relatives, statues of saints, Buddhas, emblems, porcelain, ceramic, or religious figures, all things of profound spiritual significance to you. Your shrine should never be in your bedroom out of respect to divinities. You wouldn't want to be caught in hanky-panky by your parents, would you? We light a candle, place an offering on a shrine, and acknowledge our ancestors, spirit guides, and divinity for the positive outcome in whatever situations we need to resolve. In all honesty, water, wine, incense, flowers, cigars, oils, rum, coffee, and candles are simple libation offerings, which as organic substances dissipates into the air, nourishing whatever is there. Spirituality is always in need of energy or sustenance, light. Light as energy symbolizes life and something being turned on or acknowledged. Darkness represents non-existence or something turned off or not connected. Light is also the belief of their existence. Our dead relatives and all other spirits need light attention in order to be graced by the God force with the necessary energy, sustenance, to support our causes. All energies that can affect us need sustenance for it to exist in whatever form they may be. When forces or energies are satisfied, the negatives leave us alone and the positives are to influence blessings. Granted, there is an interim period of time of relief before we re-attract or contract the same or different negative energies all over again. Human vibrations as a form of energy are contracted and expelled via day-to-day societal interactions. We fill our airspace with the energies that we carry. Individuals charge the environment with that which they are. Negative nourishes themselves off of the negatives, and positive off of the positives. Hatred and anger breeds hatred and anger. Love and happiness breeds love and happiness. Now that you have a shrine which represents your spirituality, begins your spiritual development. The development is the dedication and discipline in which you devote yourself to that spirituality. Dedication leads to enlightenment. Enlightenment leads to clairvoyance. Clairvoyance to communication. The ritual requires 30 to 60 minutes of solemn prayer at least one day out of the week in front or next to your shrine for as long as you desire to be spiritual. Hence, if you are truly spiritual, you will never give it up. This routine includes simply cleaning your shrine, refreshing it, washing your glasses, adding fresh water, lighting a fresh candle, incense, changing your flowers, and sitting down to do your prayers, mantras, and meditations with or without music. Pray for health, peace of mind, economic well-being. Pray for your children and relatives to be safe from harm. Pray for your deceased relatives to receive the light of heaven. Pray for hatred, animosity, and envy to leave, and positive energies of love and happiness to be received. May the souls of the deceased obtain the necessary energy to walk graced by eternal light and never in darkness. May they resolve any issues upon accepting their death, and not harbor resentment, grudges, nor suffering. May they influence us with their joy and enlightenment upon knowing that they have not been forgotten. Next comes forging a direct connection to a divinity. Pick a universally enlightened sage, ascended master, Buddha, Hindu divinity, angel, saint, or divinity from any pantheon that you've acquired an affiliation to. Now dedicate 9 days straight of solemn prayers with a 7-day candle and separate glass of water dedicated to them. You do these 9 days to acknowledge their existence, gaining their attention, and proving that you are disciplined enough to establish a connection with them. In essence, are you worthy of their attention towards you? You'll know by proof of something that coincidentally transpires that is not so coincidental. The spiritual force, divinity, saint, angel, or spirit guide you establish a relationship with becomes a good friend. My word of advice, never betray that friendship once it has been forged, because to gain their trust will take twice the work. After this comes a communication through divination. Through divination, you can ask direct questions about life situations, issues, and obtain answers. After comes influencing changes in our day-to-day life through working with divinities, through libation offerings and anointed candles and baths. Herbal baths and cleansings add to the removal of negative energies as opposed to just praying for them to leave. In closing, may God have mercy on the souls of our dearly departed ancestors. May those that are roaming in the dark obtain light, and may God grace the high order divinities, angels, and deities with the strength and energy to influence positive changes in our lives. Finally, may the God force grace us with the spiritual enlightenment to be wise, live healthy, with love, peace, prosperity, and happiness.